What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to ollie a fingerboard. Now this is highly requested, and I'm sure you guys are probably at the point where I was, where you just can't seem to get the pop on the ollie. As you can see here, you just keep trying but it's just not working. Even if you put something down like you see in other tutorials, it just still doesn't work. So I'm going to show you guys the easiest way on how I learned to ollie. So primarily, I'm going to go over the basics of the ollie. So whenever you try to ollie the fingerboard, what you want to do is have your back finger and it's going to pop off the ground. Now this is going to create lift. You don't want to use 3 fingers. Don't get in the habit of this because it won't help you whenever you're doing other tricks. Use 2 fingers. Because 3-finger impossibles are impossible, and that's just the name of a trick. So whenever you pop the board, you want the tail to hit the ground, and you want the board to get up in the air, and then you use your top finger to level out the board. One problem that the 3 fingers generates is you can't get enough pop on the board because your 2 fingers are up front. Now, I've seen a lot of tutorials say you want to slide your front finger like this to level the board out, but I really don't see this as beneficial. What I think you should do is slide your fingers at the same time, like right there. And then let's act like the board's in the air there. You just want to stomp the board down to land the trick. So moving on to the next part of the tutorial, I just want to show you guys some more of how the pop works. And then right after this, we'll get into the methods that I have. So whenever you get up in the air, as you can see, here's a better demonstration of moving both your fingers forward at the same time instead of just one. This will even out the board like you see here, and then stomp it down to land the trick. So again, you just want to pop the board and move your fingers up to the top right there, and then land the trick. So on to the first actual method of how to do the ollie. So you want to use your 2 fingers and you want to pop the board, but moving forward does not always work for beginners. You want to actually go fakie, which means moving backwards and popping like that. So you want to move backwards, pop, and you actually want to try to flick the board up onto your fingers. Now, I have an easier way to how to learn how to do this, but I'll show you guys a little bit later in the video. And that's pretty much your ollie. If you just keep practicing this motion, go back, flip it up on your fingers, and then flip it up and stomp down. So your board, if you have enough pop, it's just going to sit back on your fingers like that. Keep practicing this motion, and eventually you get faster and faster, and it'll look more and more like an ollie, just like this. Now here's the method I was just going to tell you guys. It's okay just to throw the board in the air as long as you have it getting into the air without using the underside of the board to get it up. Now, as you can hear, I try using 3 fingers and it just doesn't work. So what you really want to do is use 2 fingers and it'll be able to sit there nicely, and you should be able to flip it up consistently and it'll work for you guys. So now we're going to move on to the next part. So what's the progression going to look like? So first you're going to start going fakie, flipping it up onto your fingers and then stomping down on the board to land it. Soon you're going to be able to get less fakie and move forward a little bit more, and this is going to look a lot better. And then you can start going forward into it and just a little bit of backspin on it, and then you should be able to land an ollie. So if you're still having trouble getting the board in the air, here's what you're going to want to do. So you can't get the board in the air, you're back in stage 1, and nothing's working. So what you want to do is take a little obstacle, like this little piece of folded cardboard that I have, and try to jump over it. Having a spot to know when you want to take off and pop the board off the ground really helps and gives you more of an ollie mentality. Even with this box, just jumping up onto it is super helpful, and it may not seem like it is, but it definitely is. When I was first learning my ollie, this is exactly what I did. So you tried everything else that I showed you in the video, and for some reason you still can't ollie. Now, this is nothing to be ashamed of. That's exactly where I was at when I was first learning, and it's very frustrating, believe me. But what you want to do is you can go to the arm of a couch or just file a pillow on your bed, and it'll give you this little curve that you can use to help pop the board up to your fingers. So this is actually super easy, but it seems like you're not doing anything, but actually whenever you take it to the ground now, you can pop it up to your fingers even easier, just like you did on the bed. If you keep the same motion in mind, you should be able to land the ollie. And that's about it for the tutorial. So now I'm just going to show you guys some cool ollie tricks. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to subscribe and like the video. I'd really appreciate it. And if this helped you and you can ollie, just please let me know in the comments. Just comment I can ollie. Also comment any other tricks you guys can do, or if you want a tutorial from me. And comment whatever kind of content you guys want to see. So thanks for watching.